there, Linda here again, namaste. So now what I thought to talk about is Trikonasana, the triangle pose. So you're going to come to your mats and separate the feet. So there's different theories, I could say, about Trikonasana, and I don't know, I think all of them have something interesting to work on. These days I've been preferring a longer stance than a shorter stance. So if you open the feet wide and then turn the left toes so they're just slightly angling in and the right foot straight forward. And if you were to look down and draw a line on your mat, you would see that your right heel would come all the way back and line up with the back heel. Okay, so from there, you want to check out what's happening in that front foot. So you want the 3 points of the foot firmly into the floor. The ball of the big toe, the ball of the little toe, and then the very center point of the heel. So those 3 points are pressing into the floor. The arch here is lifting up. It's lifting up, and that continues all the way up into Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Kneecap is pointing towards that second toe. Okay, so take your hands on your hips, squeeze the 2 hip bones together, and then pull in those lower abdominals. Take your thumbs like this, and you're going to place them on the upper buttocks, and you're going to just slightly slide the upper buttocks down so that you feel like they're connected to the heels, especially this back heel, okay, because we tend to do something like this, right, just sticking this, letting it go wherever it wants to go. Instead, we're going to have some control of the core of the body. So, skin of the buttocks down, connecting here in this area. And hip bones together, pulling this up. Then, your L-shaped hands, this time on the back low ribs. And lift the back low ribs away so that you feel like you're getting a little longer, a little taller. Don't forget that front leg. Then take your right hand on the top of the right thigh, still keeping some connection in the back here. You're going to push that thigh back. And so as I do so, I'm already in a triangle. I'm already in Trikonasana. So I'm pushing that back. I'm keeping connection, keeping my hips. Open the palms. Exhale, extending over. You might keep the hand on the shin. You might come a little lower. If you don't have such a long stance, you might get your toe or the fingertips on the floor or a block. And then I'm still keeping low abdominals in, low back ribs away from the upper buttocks. Okay, and then lifting up, gazing up towards that upper thumb. Breathing. Then, when you come up, push into the feet. Inhale, come up. Turn to the opposite side, and once again, you want to check the alignment. So heel to heel alignment is, it's what I usually do anyway. And then you want to have the 3 points of the foot firm into the floor, the thigh muscle lifting up, not hyperextending, not even locking that front knee. In fact, the top of the shin is resisting up, as the top of the thigh is resisting the other way. So in other words, the 2 parts of the legs, they're kind of resisting in this direction, and so as it does that, it comes to straight. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so keeping the connection here, so upper buttocks sliding down, connecting down to the heel. The inner arches lifting up, connecting into the pelvic floor. Hip bones towards one another, lower abdominals in and up. Low back ribs extending away from the buttocks so you feel like you're elongating your spine. Left hand on the top of the thigh, start to push that back. This upper thigh is coming up in this direction. A little bit up to the ceiling, but only so much as your hips can handle, where you can keep the front knee pointing straight to the toes, the center of the hip all the way up. Okay, if you start to see that knee collapsing inwards, then you might need to bring your right hip in a little bit this direction. some books if you're at home, and then lifting the right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep pulling the lower belly in, not forgetting that if you're doing Ashtanga, you need to have Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Those are the bases of this practice. Okay, and they keep you strong. Press the feet, inhale, come up, bring the feet parallel, and I hope that helps in your practice. Namaste. Thank you.